I get started, I'd like to explain my 7-card Know Thyself or Know Yourself spread that I'll be using for the readings. I gave it this moniker because it's easy to understand the meaning of the 3 top cards of the spread. The top left-hand card is what you know. The central card is what can be or is yours. And the card on the right is self or self-awareness. 3 mini Rider-Waite cards will be the clarification cards underneath the main cards. And the card on the right will be the future card.
Hi there, Sagittarius. Let's see what you have in store for your Ides of March tarot reading. And then after that, I'll do a I Ching reading for you. The card on the top left for what you know is the 8 of Wands. It's like a incoming missile. In a good way, though, because 8 of Wands is about sudden change. Sometimes even messages. And it's like a hazy miasma is clearing up, and maybe your cell phone hasn't worked for a whole week, and all of a sudden your calls are going through. And you finally go into the stall in the bathroom at work, and there's a whole roll of toilet paper instead of 3 sheets stuck to the glue, and you have to ask the person next door, do you have any extra? So finally things are falling into place. It's hit a tipping point, and an immovable mountain is now being able to move. Doors are swinging open for opportunities. This card can also indicate travel, but I'm not really feeling that. Maybe it's a mind journey, and you're working some things out in your mind or something, but it seems like mysteries are no longer confusing to you anymore. It's all falling into place. Even though this card is about sudden change, I'd recommend not to rush into anything. Take some time and think it over. Now, you can't get a better clarification card. It's the 9 of Cups. Luck is on your side. It's like a wild card, and a lot of times it's just a one-time wish. And maybe you've had it for a really long time. All of a sudden, the 8 of Wands is sailing in, and here it's conjoined with the wish card. Just make sure that you get what you wish for, or you be careful of what you wish for. This is such a good reading. The center card is the Star. It's a beacon bringing you safely into a harbor. It's a connection to the cosmos. It's oversight from maybe a guardian angel or some type of guardian, a deceased person. But also, again, just like the 8 of Wands, it's like the fog is dissipating, and all of a sudden you see things a lot more clearly. I always like the analogy about Dante. He used the star to find his way out of the inferno of what he considered hell. And here, too, it's also about hope and healing. But it's only a promise. Yet it hasn't come to fruition. It hasn't started yet. But the wheels are starting to turn, and boy, with the 8 of Wands there's a lot of action and motion going on. Now the clarification card is the 3 of Pentacles. I call this the architect card, or the card about architecture. It's about building, and a lot of times it's about building with other people, craftsmen and masons and different things. But I'm kind of feeling like you just want to build. You want to build your life. You feel like everything is falling into place so quickly that there's no reason not to expand. And this is reinforced by the card up on the top right for self and self-awareness. It's the 2 of Wands. It's the card of decision, the card of opportunity. He's holding the world in his hand, and he's looking over the horizon, and he's wondering, what should I do next? What will make me happy? What's the purpose of my life? Where do I want to go? Now the clarification card is the King of Swords. He's a governor. to this decision card. He's a controller. He wants you to control yourself and control your decisions and make fair and just decisions and make good decisions. Now the future card's kind of a bloop in the graph a little bit, but it's a pleasant one. It's the Ace of Cups. The only cups you received in this is the Nine of Cups. And here it's saying you've got a new lease on love and emotions. It's not necessarily a love affair. I mean, this could be between even family and friends, but it's about deepening your emotions and a spiritual awakening. Using these emotions to your benefit. The King of Swords next door, he doesn't use emotions when making decisions. He uses pure logic. But then again, you know, we live in an imperfect world and we all need love. We all need to listen to our hearts and follow our hearts at times, and perhaps that's what it's saying to you. I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.